I'm here today with the Raiju V3 Pro. This is the white edition, but you can also get this in black. And the box looks amazing. I mean, with the pull tab here, you can open that up. And this really looks premium. So I'm hoping this is a lot better than the original controller. But at least it has a lot more options, right? So, wow. Very nice box here. So this could be a great gift for someone as well. This is all like this felty material, soft here. It says for the Pro right on there. And then of course you have your box in here. So you also have a soft or a hard case with the soft material here for as a carrying case if you're taking your controller with you to your friends, that sort of thing. And let's see what we have in here. Okay. So some soft material here to keep it safe. Then a space here for your cable. And then the controller itself right here. And it looks very cool. Now the cool thing it has is it has this little insert here where you can insert the cable. And that is because if you're moving around a lot, it won't rip out, right? Because it's just a little bit in there. So that's cool. You still have your port right here, your adaptive triggers. And the cool thing here is you can change this up. So now you have a very low movement here of the triggers. And then you can move that all the way up here. And then you can all the way push them down. So that's cool. It feels nice. This is very grippy here on the side. And then of course you have your 4 buttons here. And you can change those on the PC. You have an app there or an app on your phone. So that's very easy to use as well. You have a couple of buttons here. You can use that as the wireless or wired, and you can use that for PC or wireless or wired, and PC or the PS5 or PS5 Pro. And you have all the other buttons that the PS5 needs right here, like this large one in the middle, the share button and the pause or menu button, and all of your buttons, of course. And listen to that. That sounds amazing. Very cool. So you also have 2 of these additional sticks that you could put on there. There are just the regular ones on there right now, but you can change that up. If you don't want an indentation or a little less, you can put on this one. Or if you don't want any, you can put on this one. So it's customizable as well here. And you have, of course, let's get in there. The USB, so you can use this wirelessly. And then I think the first time we'll use it, you have your cable that's right in here. It's a very long cable, so I think that's nice as well. And it has a handy tab here, so you can easily hook this together and then put that in your carrying case if you're on the go. So I think the first time we will need to put this in the cabled. So let's do that. Okay, so plug that right in there. Then we should put this on wired. And when we click the button, we go into the PlayStation menu. So everything works here. So that's great. You can use this wired or wireless. The wireless is with a dongle, so you have to use the dongle in order to be able to use that wirelessly. But that doesn't really matter, of course, because you can just plug this into the back of your PS5 and then start using that. And the cool thing is it also has a Razer controller app, and I've already installed that. So let's see if we can add this with add controller, permission required. So let's allow to find the controllers. Then I have the Raiju V3 Pro, but you have different ones. But I'll get this one and then start pairing here. Set it to wireless and PC mode in order to pair it. So let's click that here, wireless, PC. So now the controller is disconnected, of course. And it should be turned on. And now I need to push both these buttons until the LED starts blinking. So a little more maybe. Okay, so now it's in like pairing mode. Now let's try that again, search for the controller. Okay, and that it found it really, really quickly. So like immediately when I did that. So that's pretty cool. Now, let's put this down for a sec. And you can set different profiles here. And you can easily shortcut to a different profile. So you can set one for your first person shooters, for your sports games, that sort of thing. For like your fighting games, so you can really change these up. You can do button mapping, so I set all of the trigger buttons at the back there and give them like different keys. You can set everything for like the other buttons and then to one of the 4 buttons on the back there as well. So that's pretty nice. And you have a lot of possibilities when you do this. So you do have these additional bumpers here as well. I didn't mention those, but look at the controller and you can set those as well. So you can set those to attack buttons, to like throw something. You can easily reset. And why they do that is because when you push one of these, you have to release your finger from this one, right? And if you use one of the back buttons, you can really go really quickly without getting your finger off this trigger and then still move around, look around like in your first person shooter, that sort of thing. So very cool. All of these buttons, you can map those in different profiles. You can have the trigger settings, thumbstick settings for every profile. So very, very nice. You can change the power setting right in this app. So a very cool controller, very versatile, and I really recommend.